My name is Mr. J, and I'm the founder and owner of Tiny Tunes and Tiny Tunes Ministries. Tiny Tunes is a humanities and music program that's designed specifically for children aged 12 and under. The focus of Tiny Tunes is to be more educational in nature. We go into schools and to more secular or public settings with programming, in addition to doing some things on television that promote education. About 10 years ago, I started working with children in schools and just really found a niche there and a passion, but I wanted to do more for kingdom building, the ministry. And so I asked the Lord to open some doors to do similar things, but that were more Christ-focused. And so about 10 or so years back, I opened Tiny Tunes Ministries, and that's my passion. I love it. Over the past decade, I focused on working with individuals and groups, kind of trying to share with them innovative ways to approach teaching God's Word. I find that in our churches, we spend a lot of time training people on how to become puppeteers, or how to do illusions, or how to work interesting crafts, and all that is fine and good. But we spend too little time actually teaching our people how to get into the minds of a young child, or to reach their heart, especially when dealing with God's Word. And so in Tiny Tunes Ministries, we kind of focus more on the psychologies behind reaching the young child. This project is kind of threefold. It's to be inspirational, it's to be promotional, and at the same time instructional. A lot of people think in order to have a next level children or youth ministry, or even good church service that's family inclusive, you've got to have a lot of money, and many of our churches don't have that kind of a budget. So what we are trying to show through this particular project is that with a little creativity and divine inspiration, you can go a long ways with little money. The focus here is probably threefold. We're wanting to appeal to our children, and we're wanting them to see this particular project and say, wow, that's exciting. I want to do that kind of stuff in my church. Secondly, we want to appeal to leadership. Just kind of sharing some ideas, you know, hey, take the stuff that you see here, the approaches, use it, grow with it, and turn your ministry into something that is ignited on fire and has lots of energy. And thirdly, we'd like to appeal to those that have the power of purchase. Leadership that can bring us into your church. We can share not just the things that you see here on the DVD, but many more ways to approach God's Word and to make it come alive for your children and your youth and even your entire congregations. You know, the Treasure Box is, I think it will always be my favorite project because it was our first. The Treasure Box is our marquee product. It's a family worship kit that is filled with songs and action songs. I mean, these songs are great. As a matter of fact, on this presentation, I think we're doing one of the intro songs from the Treasure Box. It has ideas for worship in the home that can utilize household objects. It's all designed to take 10 minutes to complete. Imagine your family sitting down to have family worship, and your kids can hardly wait for Wednesday night or whatever night you choose to pull the Treasure Box out, but that night to have worship because it's so much fun, it's so energized, and they're seeing Jesus and God's Word come alive in a way that they've never experienced before. We get stories from all across the world where people are saying, we're using the Treasure Box, we're loving the Treasure Box, and thank you for putting it together. So we want to impact you with this product, the Treasure Box. There are many costs to running a ministry, and we do welcome all the support that we can get. Many people want to know, how can we be of support? A lot of people think that donating money is the save-all, and it's not necessarily true. We could use things like frequent flyer miles, travel discounts such as discounts with rental cars, hotel stays, in addition to equipment. If you're gifted and talented with animation or graphic art or musically or whatever your gift, please, we welcome that. And money is always a good way to support. And lastly, and most importantly, we need your support through prayer.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. I said, whose side are you leaning on?
I'm leaning on the Lord's side.
I said, whose side are you leaning on?